Eagle time.
Hey, Papers. Hey, Papers. Welcome to Eagle Time Gaming, Papers. How's it going?
It's really high energy.
It's good. How are you doing?
Well, I'm good. I've been working.
Papers.
What?
Papers, do you see, there's a very, listen, it's been a while, and there's a very important number on here that I need you to see.
Is it 240?
No, that's a good number. That's gold. That's gold I can use to buy packs. But there's another number on here that I need you to see.
Is it 0?
No, it's not the 0. It's not the 0, Papers. It's another number. What's this number?
175.
It's 175, Papers.
Oh my God, it's
Isn't this great?
I was concerned for a moment that you'd tell me no, it's 475.
No, it is in fact 175. Yeah, no, this is good. I had actually planned. So here's the thing, because with the craziness of like moving and all this other stuff, like I had originally planned, like we had tried, and you remember this, like we had tried like back in August to try to record an episode when I was like in the middle of moving.
Back when your
it did
internet
not
sucked.
work. Like it did not work at all. And so that was the release of, I think, the Frozen Throne expansion pack. It's so good. So that was a long time ago, but I had all these cards ready for that. And so we can jump in here real quick. So I had all these cards ready for Frozen Throne expansion pack, but then that went away. So I mean, it's still here, but like we ran out of the Frozen Throne like era, and now we're in like the Kobolds and Catacombs era. And along with all of that, we're almost like in a whole new like Hearthstone year. It's almost been a year since we had our first Hearthstone video papers. Can you believe it?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So here's the thing. I need to get through these card packs.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to open them up so that we're good, so that we have all of them. And so I want to, and so they added a couple things. There are a couple things here that were different than last time. So one, there's like every 10 cards, you're like guaranteed to get a legendary card. So we're gonna get so many cool legendary cards. I have been sitting on these packs for so long, Papers. I need to open them. I need to find out what's inside of these 175 packs cumulatively.
I think I know what's inside of them.
What's inside of them?
A whole bunch of the same stuff.
A whole bunch of the same stuff. Let's find out. Papers, we're going to find out. Okay, let's just start going through. So these are our classics, right? They're classic cards.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's so good. I got the animations up here. Oh, we got these rares. Our King Golems of Worgen. Oh, these are so nice. Oh, we have these. How are you doing, Papers?
I mean, I kind of forgot everything.
Oh, you forgot everything. Let me tell you about Hearthstone, Papers. Hearthstone's a card game. And you get different types of cards. There's 9 different classes. You have priests and rogues and shamans and warriors.
Oh my God.
And all classes, paladins, all these things.
Wait. Like, because I couldn't see a cursor when this was the iPad. Do you seriously have to click on them one by one?
One by one, you get to you get to click on them one by one. You get to click on each one individually.
I didn't realize you were tapping them.
I was tapping every single one individually. It's so good. We get all these cards that we get to open together. Ah, this is so great. You gotta keep those stats. You gotta figure out like what's the card stats for these.
It says the numbers on them, does it not?
Well, yeah, but you also figure out like how often certain ones show up, you know, as you go through. And you gotta make sure that, you know, like what the card ratios are. Like, are the common cards really common? I don't know. I haven't done the counting. Other people have done the counting. We're doing the counting right now.
Isn't there like mandation in certain countries where like you have to tell people the probability?
I don't know. This is the country of Hearthstone. So Hearthstone makes its own rules, I guess. Right here. So, you know, I mean, this isn't like some McDonald's Monopoly game that we're playing, Papers. This is Hearthstone. All right, this is Hearthstone, the card game.
I don't know what you meant by that.
Papers, I have a legendary Alex Straxa.
Wow, there's a dragon inside of that dragon.
There is. There's a dragon right here. It's blowing things. You can set a hero's remaining health to 15. Papers, do you know what that means?
No, I really don't.
Do you know what that means if you set your health to 15?
15 sounds like a lot.
It's in fact half of your normal amount. That's half the normal amount of things you can get.
And would you do that? What is a hero?
I'm sorry?
What's a hero?
Well, you can be a hero because you need a hero. Do 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 do.
I'm sorry.
I don't know all that song. I think it's by the Supremes. So a hero's you. You're the hero, Papers. Papers, you're the hero.
So when you play that card, do you get to choose whether you set yours or your opponent's to 15?
That's correct. Oh, you're figuring it out.
So I guess it's like if you're below 15 or if they're above 15, then you get to do that.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Is there ever a circumstance when you would be forced to play this card and then you'd have to set someone's like where the positions are swapped, and no matter what you do, you'd be benefiting your opponent?
If you're forced to play the card, you typically don't have the battle cry. Like battle cry only happens when you play it from your hand. You might be in a position where like it's not your best play and you have to play it. But typically, if you're in a position where like your opponent has less than 15 health and you have more than 15 health, you're typically in a good spot. But yeah, I guess there's a possibility.
Okay.
Let's kick it through here. We got these common packs. So you get a common pack every time you win a Tavern Brawl, which is once a week, right? So this basically means it's been like 13 weeks or so since I've gotten to open these up. That's actually not true. It's probably been longer because I haven't been on it for the whole time.
What are those zeros?
The zeros? Zeros means that they don't cost anything. It means you can play it whenever you want. So you can just play it. Doesn't cost a single thing. So for instance, let's say I play this Angry Chicken, and then I play Shadow Step on it, and I get the Angry Chicken back, and the chicken costs 2 less, which means it only costs 0, and I put the chicken back there and everything's, I got to play the chicken 2 times.
Cool.
Sounds like a ridiculous strategy, right? But it used to be a really good strategy, but then they nerfed the rogue strategy. All right.
Why did they nerf
Papers. Because it was very good and everyone was
using
it.
No, how did they nerf it?
They made it where you had to play... So before you could play 4 minions, and you get this cool effect, and now you had to play 5 minions to get the cool effect. Made it significantly harder. Papers, do you know where we're going now? Do you know where this is? Do you remember this? We did this one. This is Ungoro. Oh man, I wonder we'll see an Ultra Sword. I wonder what I find in here. I'm gonna open them up, each individually, one by one. There's a Mastodon Tar Lurker, a Terror Scale Stalker, a Tar Lord. We got another Tar Lord, Papers.
Oh yeah, Tar Lord.
We had so many of those. Oh, let's go through here. Oh, look at all these Molten Blades. Oh, wow. I'm so excited to open up all these to be... Oh, another Tar Lord! Oh, I'm loving all our Tar Lord buddies.
I forgot what the Tar Lord is supposed to do.
Tar Lord, it's like a Tar Creeper, but bigger. It's the Lord of Tar, not the Creeper of Tar.
Like in Minecraft?
Yeah, what happens in Minecraft, Papers?
There's creepers.
Oh yeah, Tar Creeper is a little bit different because it doesn't explode on you. It just defends you and your friends. Oh, I got 2 Binding Heals in 1 pack. That doesn't do anything for me. That's okay though. All right, let's open this back up. So let's keep going. Oh, we got an epic Sudden Genesis. Summon copies of your damaged minions. Let's keep going. Oh, we're so good in Ungoro, Paper. See, this is the year of the mammoth that we're looking at here. This is like going back, seeing all the good memories that we had in the year of the mammoth.
I wasn't around during then.
No, you're here. You're here together with me, Papers.
No,
we were together in this.
Back when there was mammoths.
Back when there was a mammoth. Oh, look at this. That's so good. So, Papers, you know what hasn't changed, right? This number hasn't changed.
Yeah.
We have 112 wonderful Frozen Throne packs to go through. I haven't opened. I don't even know. I barely know what cards are in here
Are you sure
right
it
now.
was
So
112 last time? I thought it was like just a flat 100.
before it was a flat 100. I did get 12 more cards just by playing solo missions.
Hmm.
Yes, so we've increased the number of cards that are in here.
Oh,
So-
your friend came online.
Oh, a friend came online. That's great. I'm not gonna say anything right now. Okay, are you ready? So, what do you know about the Lich King papers?
Well, I know in Shovel Knight, the Lich Yard is where Spectre Knight is.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's right.
And that's it.
So imagine Spectre Knight. Yeah, imagine Spectre Knight and all his ghost buddies.
Uh-huh.
But it's very cold.
Oh, like
and
like Snow Shovel Knight, whatever he was called.
Like no Shovel Knight. Yeah, it's Spectre Knight meets Show Shovel Knight, but he's also kind of like the Enchantress being super possessed and all. Ooh, it's so cold. Oh, I've got frostbite. I got a penguin. This is what I want a lot of. I want a lot of these little snow flipper penguins.
Burr. It sure is
and a burlock
frigid out here in the Lich Yard.
It is. Oh, we're so cold in the Lich Yard. Ooh. Oh, I'm glad that this is a long card pack opening.
Oh my god,
See?
it's called Burlock.
It's everything I got. I now have 3 Burlocks and another Snow Flipper Penguin. We are on the road to victory. Let's keep going. I want more Burlocks.
It's got 3
Oh,
R's
none of
in
these
it.
are Burlocks. I do not care. This actually recently got nerfed too. So this used to be 7, but that's actually pretty strong. So if you remember the general rule of thumb for the cost of a card is if your card averages the values of your your health average, so like a 5/5 should on average cost 5. But this guy cost 7 before, and he gives you another minion of 4/4. So basically, you were getting like 9, a strength of 9 on the field, and then taunt typically counts as 1. So basically, a strength of like 10 on the field for only a cost of 7. So it was a very common card. They nerfed it a little bit by adding the
Doesn't seem
extra
like
mana
enough.
cost. Doesn't seem like enough. I know. Summon a copy of your hand into your deck. This is really handy. Oh man.
What is a death rattle?
So a death rattle is what happens when your card, it's an effect that only occurs when that card is killed, that minion's killed from the board. Each minion that died, when you
Hey,
place
it's
2 copies of
Plague
minion in
Knight.
your hand. It is Plague Knight right here. Give a friendly minion Poisonous. So Poisonous means that if you are damaged by that, you immediately die. If a minion's damaged. More Morlocks. Oh, Lillian Voss. That's a cool name. Replace spells in your hand with random spells from your opponent's class.
Oh, that's weird. It's like a name.
That's a weird thing. I don't know about that. I do like Play Dead, trigger Freeman's Death Rattle.
How are you gonna... If you get a second one of that, does that mean there's 2 Lillian Vosses?
It's not. So this is a legendary card, a little gold. You can only have 1 legendary card in each deck. However, some special effects could maybe let you have an extra one. So yes, there would be 2 then. Or if your opponent also has the Lillian Voss. Oh, it's so frosty. Another Bone Mare. Happy Ghoul. Cost 0 if your hero was healed. So happy. Going through here. Another Burlock. Oh, I'm going to have so many Burlocks. So there's this other thing here called Lifesteal.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess what Lifesteal does?
It lets you steal life.
It does. Where does that life go? I got another Burlock. I'm very excited about all these Burlocks.
What is Blood Razor?
I don't know what Blood Razor is. I'd have to look at it again. Another Happy Ghoul. This is so good. So yeah, Lifesteal basically means you get your hero gets healed however much damage is done. Icebreaker. Oh, that's fun. Destroy any minion damaged by this. Another penguin. 2 more penguins. Oh man, I'm so excited.
What are the
We got
penguins
Burlocks
do?
and penguins.
Wait a second, those look like puffins.
Don't ask. Okay, don't try to mess up the magic papers.
Oh, we only have movie book. There's less than 100 left.
We did it. Oh no, this is great. Now we're getting into the real game here. We're opening these cards up. Going through, got an epic. Oh, a fate spinner. Secretly. So you can choose a secret effect. You don't know what it's going to be until... Well, you know what it's going to be, but your opponent doesn't know what it's going to be until later.
Like hidden power.
Exactly like hidden power in Pokemon. Oh, man. End of turn effects trigger twice. Oh, so good. So we're going through here. So, oh, man, look at all these cards going. Bear Shark. There's a Bear Shark.
Wow, it looks like a...
That's the scariest card that there
I can't
is.
even tell what's going on in that picture.
Well, I can let you know there was both a bear and a shark.
Yeah, well, but
in the same picture.
Were they connected or like what?
Mm-hmm. They were stitched together. Oh man, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get to show you exactly what that's about.
Okay, yeah.
Tiller, Shadow Blade.
All right.
Penguin.
Okay.
So,
it doesn't look that much.
What
like
are you seeing
puffin.
here? Does it look like a puffin?
It doesn't look that much like a puffin. Like
Not too much. Okay. Deal 2 damage to freeze it. A mirror image spell to your hand. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Keep going through here. Oh, so these draw weapons.
What's a hero power?
So hero power is the...
Friend come online.
I know, it's so many friends are getting excited about this. Oh, they're very convicted.
What's a hero power?
So hero power is a special ability that a hero gets. There's 9 of them. Well, there's more of them, I guess, if you change it up. So, but basically, like the hero power is a special ability that you can do once per turn, and it recharges every turn, and it's different for each class that you have. So, for instance, priests can heal. Hunters can do damage to the hero. Mages can do damage to anyone. Oh snap! Some of your taunt minions that died this game. That's actually super good.
What's a taunt minion?
So, a taunt minion is a minion that someone has to attack before they can attack your hero. So it's basically like kind of protects you for a little bit. And some of the ones that died this game, not the ones that you played. So that's
you
even
just
better.
got a card that gives you extra hits, basically.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, all right. So what am I looking at here with this bear shark? Like,
oh, it's gone. It's gone. You don't want to look too long at the bear shark.
I do.
Oh, this is a good card to file. You can like set up long combos, right? So it's like if deal 1 damage to all minions, if any die, cast this again. So let's say that your opponent has like
so
a minion with like.
So if you get like a what do you call it in poker when like
It's called a flop.
No, in poker when you get like a 6, 7, 8, 9.
A straight.
Yeah,
straight.
Yeah. So if you observe a straight in your opponent's cards, you can just defile and then like
you can if you observe a straight, you defile the straight for only 2 mana.
Yeah, sounds cool.
It's great. It's great. It's like a little counting game. Oh, let's go up in here.
Yeah, how to count from 1 to 5.
Oh, I got 2 of the same, but one's sparkly.
2.
So you can see one looks normal. This is normal, and this is sparkly. See?
So what's
this
the
where
difference?
Plague looks normal. This one it's sparkly.
So no, why does it matter that it's sparkly?
It's because it sparkles. Snowflipper penguin.
Okay, all right. No, so what's the effect of the sparkle?
That it looks like sparkles.
So
I guess if you wanted to turn it into a different card, like if you try to like disenchant it, so you just like turn it into like stuff that could turn into any card, you get more for the sparkly card than you do for the other cards.
So it's if you have a sparkly card, you want to get rid of it.
Unless you like looking at the sparkles.
Oh, I get it. So like some people like are willing to get cards slower if they want to have more sparkly things.
They want more sparkles. That's right.
So like I guess it's like okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So like that legendary that we got earlier, if I wanted to, since it's golden legendary, I could turn it directly into any other legendary that I want. It's bear sharks. But if it's just a regular legendary, I can only trade it in for like a fourth of the cost of one legendary.
I see. But it would not be a sparkly.
Which I might actually do that depending on which ones I can get here. Let's go through. Oh man, that Zealot is tainted. We're opening it up. Open up these cards. Grave Shamblin. A Zealot.
I think that's how you say it.
Did I say Zealot?
You said Zealot.
Maybe it is. Oh, yes. Summon a water your elementals have lifesteal this game. Oh, man. This is a new type of card for this thing. So basically, you get it's a card that it's like a Death Knight card. So your normal hero gets not only does it get a little bit of armor to protect it, it gets some cool battle cry effect when you play it, and you get some like cool permanent effect that you wouldn't get otherwise, and your hero power changes is upgraded somehow.
Oh, that's neat.
Mm-hmm. So for her, it's like if you play a card that's labeled like an elemental card, got a lot of chances to get Murlocs. If you play a card that's like an elemental card, then you get the ability to gain life back, which is super useful for a mage.
Does this sound as useful for anybody else?
I mean, it's useful for a lot of things. I mean, it might not. It's useful could be useful for anybody, but a mage has lots of elementals they can work with. This is an interesting one. Ultimate Infestation. Yeah, it's basically. Yeah, you get a lot of stuff from it. We're going through. Oh, it's another Burlock! And another Soul Flipper playing. Oh man, these guys are just best of friends.
Okay, so you only get to play one card per turn, right?
No, you can play as many cards as you have mana.
Oh my god, so you just get fucking hundreds of these fucking penguins?
That's right. If you had, well, you do have a limit. Oh man, that is a good question. How many Snow Flipper penguins could you play in one thing? So you can only have 2 of the same card in your deck at a time.
Oh.
But there are cards that duplicate enemies. And you can only have 7 cards on the board at once.
So
how have I not? I haven't actually shown you the game of this, have I? You haven't actually shown you this actual game, have I? At all. I've just opened cards in front of you. That's what we're realizing right now, huh?
No.
I haven't shown you this game at all. Didn't you see? I had a whole like a 5-episode series where I beat Ix 1,000,000 times at this game.
I played the first one in the background and then I got bored.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can't imagine who would get bored in a Hearthstone-based episode. Okay, I will say this, like, I did show this episode... Ooh, summon 2 poisonous spiders, oh yeah! I showed the other Hearthstone episode, I told you this, I showed it to my wife, and she, like, fell asleep, so I paused it, and when she woke back up, she was like, is it over? And it's like, oh no, I paused it for you, and I started playing again. and then, like, when it was over, she, like, looked at me and she was like, never again. I was like, what? It's like, no, never again will you make me watch something like this. So, I don't know, it just wasn't her speed, it wasn't her thing.
Yeah, okay, like...
Uh-huh.
For something that has a plot, I think it is courteous to pause it. But for something that's like... I don't know... background noise, I feel like...
This is great, this is beautiful, it's our beautiful commentary. Like, we talk about how this Devour Mind allows you to copy 3 cards in your opponent's decks and add it to your hand.
I feel like
Doesn't that adds to the rich tapestry that we're building here,
yeah,
Papers?
Yeah, but I feel like this type of content, you know, falls in the same category as like podcasts or Let's Plays, where like, you can fall asleep to it, and that's what you're supposed to do. Like, it's not like you're missing something.
Oh, that's actually a really good point. So, what you're telling me is that I should
No.
like play this every night.
Told you never again. Even if you think this would be good, she told you never again.
Papers.
What? You got two
Papers.
gold
I got
ones.
the card that I wanted to get. Papers. I got this card right here.
That's Stalker
This is such a
Rexer.
cool card. So this is, you don't even see, like, this card right here. 2 damage to all enemies, no big deal. The hero power you get for this card, it costs 2, and you basically get to like take 2 random cards and like fuse them together to make like a brand new card. Like that was like the one card that I wanted to get out of this whole thing.
Wait, so they did permutations for every 2 cards, what they would make?
Every single hero that you could get in here, or class of heroes.
Wow. That's really it's gonna take a lot of trial and error.
There's a lot of flavor in here, and like each hero has like some little like vocal text.
And how come it didn't say that?
You know this from
in the card description.
In the card description, because that's actually a really good point. It just happens when you get it, so it doesn't mention the new hero power in the card description. I don't know. They decided that wasn't important, or be too much info. Oh man, you know what we're getting to? We're getting to the point where we actually have almost more Kobold cards than Death Knight cards.
Well,
and I know you're excited about those Kobold cards. Another Burlock.
Because it's just a ratio. The fact that you would say that we're getting close to it is kind of even more useless.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. Okay, let me just put this down here. Hang on, let me put this down right here. And what are you trying to say?
I'm saying it's just a fucking ratio, so there's no reason to anticipate passing it.
Okay. So earlier, when you got me all excited about passing the 100 mark on those things, was that just a ratio too, or was that something that I should have gotten excited about?
No, it's the difference between 2 digits and 3 digits, and it was the number we were at last time.
Okay, so it's the quantity of digits that are important to us. That's what you value in this activity. Is the number of digits.
Yeah, I guess.
That's all right, because check it out. These got digits all up in here. Look at these. Look at these digits. I got 3. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 digits.
Yeah, but all of
if you add the extra digits from the 12, that's another 14 digits. There
are no double-digit numbers on any of these cards.
What? You just added... Oh, you want a double-digit number on a card? Some of these cards have double-digit numbers.
Yeah, well, not yet.
None of these cards, though. None of these cards. But there are some cards that have double digits. They're out there.
Yeah, I think we've seen one before. Whoa, what's the Icebreaker? It looks cool.
Icebreaker, if you have a frozen minion, you can destroy it if it's damaged by this.
Oh, well, I'm like...
But only shamans can use it.
Oh, because that's what shaman cards look like?
Mm-hmm. Are you a shaman, Papers?
No. I do not play this game.
So you can't use the Icebreaker then.
Yeah. But the card just looks so different from all the other cards. Like the numbers had different things on them.
Oh yeah, because it was a weapon card.
Oh.
Weapon cards are different. A little bit. Oh, freeze a minion, but boost it up.
What? That's
so good.
Sounds like Swagger in Pokemon.
You confuse yourself, but raise your tactics. Raise your punching powers.
Yeah, well, there's moves that are just objectively better than that.
Maybe. You're not frozen forever. You're only frozen for a turn.
Okay.
Or you're a penguin.
What, penguins don't freeze?
Clearly not. They live in cold places. Were you a penguinologist?
It didn't say it on the card.
Let's see here. Let's go through here. Frozen clone. Oh no. Oh, I mean, can you freeze penguins in this game? Oh yeah, you can. I mean, you can freeze almost anything in this game.
Okay, all right. So
I don't think there's anything in this game you can't freeze.
So what's the difference between one of these and the weapon card?
One of these and what kind of card?
A weapon card.
A weapon card? Well, I'll show you when we get to a weapon card. On here, it's exciting, something to look forward to.
Yeah, we
get to that weapon card. Oh, got an epic. Oh, look at that.
A 2-digit number.
I know, it's a 2-digit number. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw it.
This is so great. So before you wanted candy. All right, you wanted.
I don't know.
And this time we're looking for 2-digit numbers.
Yep.
Okay, so here's a weapon. All right, so the weapon this is the attack of the weapon. So basically, it's like your hero equips a weapon, so your hero can do a direct attack. Most of the time, your hero can't attack; only your minions can. Okay, but the weapon can't be used forever. It can only be used this number of times. So this is like the durability of the weapon, and this is the attack of the weapon.
Wow, a Minecraft sword is more durable than that. Even the wooden one.
That's true. You're totally right that a Minecraft sword is more durable in terms of the number of times you can use it. So that's absolutely correct. If we're counting those digits up, which you know I am.
Even a gold sword.
I'm all about the digit train. Got more bear sharks here too.
I
Unwilling
don't
sacrifice.
know what's happening in this picture of a bear shark.
It's very easy. See, here's a bear, okay, and its head has been chopped off and replaced with a shark that has a cool collar on it.
Okay. I think I see now, because I thought that the shark's nose was up and to the left, but it's actually to the right.
No. That's a fin.
No. I thought like the negative space made a shape.
Negative space always makes shapes, Papers.
Yeah.
But sometimes those shapes are sharks, and other times they're bears. But in this case, it was a bear shark.
Okay, we passed your ratio. Are you happy?
A little bit. I kind of am. I have this good ratio. In fact, Papers. Papers, look.
Whoa, they're both square numbers.
They're both square numbers, and they're consecutive squares. Well, their square roots are consecutive. Not anymore, though. Aw, later, sucker.
Is that what you were going to point out to me?
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
The square numbers. See, that's the thing about this game. If you like numbers, you're going to like this game. Because look at all the numbers this game has.
Yeah, they're really easy numbers.
Oh, these numbers aren't too challenging enough for you? I think if you remember from that Defile card, you had to count at least up to 5.
Well, right. I was going to count to 5, but you interrupted me with a joke, and I wanted to let you finish it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. See, that's the kind of courtesy we have here, down in the ice chambers. But you know what? You know where that courtesy doesn't lie anymore. It doesn't lie in the no-holds-barred zone of the Kobold Caverns.
Yeah, I assume that there are kobolds in those caverns.
That's right. So do you know what kobold is?
I know there's one in episode 2 of Sword Art Online.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have no point of reference for that right now, but we have a lot of penguins. We're gonna go see some kobolds in a second, after we get free of the icy clutches of...
Well, I don't know about kobolds,
we got more penguins.
I know about cobalt. Cobalt's a cool eagle friend. Goes by the name Awkward Carapace on Eagle Time.
Oh, good. Good eagle friends. We need more eagle friends. It's if your deck has no 2-cost cards, give all minions in your deck 1/1. That's nice.
So that card, you wouldn't want to have it at the same time as the Gnome Feratu.
No, you wouldn't want those cards in your deck at the same time. So if you have this card, you probably don't have this card.
Okay.
But the problem with this, there are a lot of really good 2-cost cards. So you gotta figure out, is it worth the difference? Is it worth the trade-off?
Yeah,
I
well,
don't think it is.
I think those cards are probably there for like if someone's making a deck and they're like, this is a pretty cool deck, but it's missing some punch. And then they're like, hey, hold on a second. This deck has no 2-cost cards, just ended up that way. I bet I could put this card in it.
I think that's a good idea. That makes a lot of sense. You couldn't defile anything or be darkly convicted or drain souls.
Well, I
But you
wouldn't.
could Nash. You can Nash all you want with that. Go, 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 go. Ooh, freeze your other minions. That's not good. Why would you freeze your other minions?
Maybe there's something around here that's like beneficial for fusing.
Maybe. Sometimes. This is a neat. This is a there's a mage card that's basically like the opposite. So like this is like the opposite effect. So your normal mage card is like your spells cost 1 less, and this one says your opponent's spells cost 1 more. So this one though is not as good as the other card. Not as handy.
What is that?
Because you can do some pretty cool stuff with that other card.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we're gonna see for sure. So I have a cool idea. Oh man, all this defiling we're doing. Yes. Yes. All these good things. Draws weapons from the deck. Oh my goodness, we're getting through all these cards, Papers.
Yeah, we have a single digit left of this type. type.
Okay. We're gonna get a legendary? We didn't. Got a golden epic though.
I was gonna put music on before we did this and I forgot.
And then the last card of our journey. What do you think it's gonna be? We all got penguin, so I'm happy.
I think it's gonna be another one of the ones that you wanted.
It totally was! I wanted a dark conviction! Oh my gosh! Oh, that's great. Okay, so this next group is called Kobolds and Catacombs, and essentially, it kind of moving away from sort of the like crazy Death Knight, like undead cold theme, and it's just like simple, straightforward dungeon dive. Like go underground, like fight some traps, get some treasure. Like that's all we need. All right, so this is just easy peasy.
That's definitely
breezy.
what the like deck thing would imply to me.
So let's see if we can find out what a kobold is in here, and we're gonna put it in here. Let's see what this one looks like.
Oh, that was cool.
Oh, that was cool.
That was
So we have
weird. I didn't like how that particle just sort of like
it just kind of floated there and then went in. We have a benevolent djinn, plated beetle. We have a mithril spell zone. So if you get this in, so this is neat because if you have this in your hand, right, at the start of the game, and then throughout the game, if you keep equipping weapons, it keeps making this a more powerful card. Sun Betrayal. Oh, those are kobolds. So these are kobolds. They're little guys that live underground. They're not super strong individually, but they have candles in their heads. And we found out during this.
Like what's his name? The character from Chowder. Gorgonzola.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, there it is. There's Gorgonzola right there.
Did you
look at that?
You look it up? Because I can't see. I can only see the game.
Sure, it does have a candle on his head right there. Look at that. Good job, Gorgonzola. But yeah, no, these guys, and so
Chowder character. He's a fucking.
He's very good. I need to learn more about this Gorgon. It sounds like I need to learn more about Gorgonzola. Yes. Ooh. Shovel 3 ambushes into your deck when drawn. Summon 4/4 spider. 4 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 Okay, then a Spellstone.
So how
Going through
many of
here.
these do you know the things that they do?
I've seen a lot of these because there's been some solo missions I've been able to play. But so this is a new mechanic that shows up as Recruit. And so basically what Recruit does is there used to be this card, Carl, there is still the card, but there used to be this card called Patches the Pirate. And so Patches, like, if you played a pirate card, Patches, if he was in your deck, would suddenly shoot out of your deck and then be able to have charge and immediately attack. He's a really weak card, but it was strong enough that now your deck that used to have like 29 cards or have 30 cards in it to start with now has had 29. So the chances of drawing a card that you really need like goes up by that amount. So they changed that card so he doesn't have charge anymore, and so he's not as useful. Okay. But they've introduced this new mechanic called Recruit. And so Recruit basically means that if you have a minion that meets the Recruit status, it's going to be randomly pulled from your deck and immediately placed onto the field. So you get that same kind of effect that you would with Patches, and you immediately get a minion without having to play any cost to it. So it's a free minion on the field. The downside with that is if it has a battle cry, that battle cry is not going to be activated. So you got to be careful. Like if you build a deck around recruiting minions, like what kind of minions you put in there is going to be a big deal.
I see. I feel
Legendary.
Like
Oh. Yeah?
No, it's fine.
Start your turn, summon a demon from your hand. Oh, this can be actually super useful. So this is a legendary weapon. For the warlocks. So that can be really handy too, because the warlock has a lot of spells, or sorry, demons that like do damage to the warlock when you play it. So if you're able to play it for free, it won't do the damaging effect. Depending on the minion you're working with.
Oh, I really like the way this deck opens.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. We're gonna get to see it 29 more times.
I don't like the crystals though. They look really 3D, and I don't mean that in a good way.
Kind of pixely. Look, there's more kobolds. Here's one. See, the candle. This guy has candle. That has candle.
That's cool.
Oh man, look at this. Grizzled Guardian. Recruit 2 minions that cost 4 or less. Cavern's Shiny Finder. Draw a weapon from your deck. This is great. I haven't seen these cards before. So I gotta go through here.
This game forces you to draw pictures.
To draw pictures?
Yeah, it's like, oh, draw a card from your deck. It's like, okay, let's see. I think it looks like this.
Oh, that's exactly. Yep, that's right. That's exactly what it says. Draw a card from your deck, and you have to draw it on there. And if it doesn't match it, then it doesn't work. You don't get it. It's a cool new artist mechanic.
Yeah, finally a game for us artists, huh?
Finally, oh my gosh! Finally, just a game for the artists. Oh my goodness!
Spelled worm wrong. It's actually spelled WORM. Wow,
yeah,
I can't believe
they used a U.
Yeah, this is so unprofessional. So typical of these cheap card games.
It's not a cheap card game. I'll say that much. Papers is, I mean, it's not a cheap card game.
How much have you spent on this?
Oh, that's not a question I should answer.
What? Why did you not open the card decks?
I wanted to share this moment with you. I wanted to share this experience with you of the Fungal Mancer. I wanted you to be able to see the first time I saw this Kobold Hermit. I wanted you to be able to see it when I first saw Twilight's Call
these, I bet.
and Arcane Tyrants here and things. You know, that's what I've been wanting.
I saw a card that had no number in the blue part.
These are magic cards.
No. No number in the blue thing.
Oh yeah, that was a shifting scroll. So basically, it changes into a random card every turn, and so because of that, you can't play it by itself. It has to change into something first.
Interesting.
Oh man, we got all these.
Wait,
Oh, golden epic.
you don't even go into the dungeons in this game, do you? You just play cards against other people the whole time, right?
They actually made a special mode just for this pack called a dungeon run. And basically kind of turns Hearthstone into like a little bit of a roguelike.
Oh, are you sure you're using that term right? I don't actually know because I don't know what roguelike means.
I'm pretty sure in this case, I mean a roguelike in the sense where you gain power, you start at the beginning, and you gain power-ups along the way, and there's a little bit of random element to what you're doing, and then if you die, you start over at the very beginning. And that's what I mean by roguelike.
Okay.
And then you get a little bit better at it each time because you know what to expect. Restore friendly melee. Oh my gosh. Go through. Yes, 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 yes.
My computer display fell asleep.
Oh no. Why would that happen? Why would anything fall asleep during this time?
My computer is
any
more
creature.
bored than I am.
Oh gosh, that transfer a friendly minion to one that costs one more repeatable this turn. This is a crazy good card. Just because you can just let's say it's like turn whatever, like say it's turn like 7, you have 7 mana, you can just suddenly bust up whatever minions you have on the board. So I'm very glad to have that card in my arsenal now. I'm not crazy about this toothy chest though. Kind of could do without that one. Let's do this here. We're almost through all the cards. Papers, we almost did all of the cards.
Yeah, we really did.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, I really can.
We have six more cards.
This is a lot better. This wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
No, it's so good. 175 cards, packs. We've been going through. Yeah, there's that shifting scroll again. Then we got to go through here.
Ooh.
Legendary! Recruit a 1, 2, and 3 attack minion. I don't like that card a lot. Not great.
Turn it into dust.
Maybe. I mean, it's just you gotta play it so late in the game, right? Because it's a 9. But then recruit a 1, 2, and 3 attack minion. So the nice thing about this is like it's based off attack. So you could have like very attack minions that have really low attacks, but like very good effects in your deck, and then get those to just automatically play out on the field. You just gotta the recruit mechanic really emphasizes the deck building aspect on these different things. Cataclysms, destroy all minions and discard your hand. So that's a risky
What's
card.
The benefit?
Well, if you're in a bad spot, you can clear the board.
Oh,
and since you're a warlock, you can typically you have a move that lets you draw cards at the cost of health. So it can help.
Well, if you're in a tight spot, I bet you don't have health to spend.
The last card. Are you ready? Thank you, Year of the Mammoth. It's been so much fun.
I've been distracted. Someone messaged me on Discord, and they had this disgusting cheese finger-looking thing in their picture. Anyway, whatever. Let's do it.
That's what I want to hear about. We get this last card. Fire Wax Elemental.
Oh my god! It's Gorgonzola.
It's Gorgonzola right here. Look at it. Oh my gosh! I'm so excited that we got Gorgonzola here coming with us. Oh yeah, buddy. Done. We did it, Papers. We did it. And you did it too, Eagle Time Gaming. Thank you, Eagle Time Gaming.
Drink lots of water.
For giving me an excuse to buy a lot of cards for me. Drink lots of water. Drink plenty of it. Like, comment, and drink plenty of water. Bye.
See ya.